Hello, truth seekers. Lawrence here, and welcome to Easy Enlightenment. So, here's a simple and straightforward approach to figure out the absolute truth, the unchanging truth within. And the approach is about examining one's own experience, examining one's own conflict. Conflict is the experience that steals your peace away, isn't it? Conflict is the experience that breaks the flow in your life. Conflict is the experience that fluctuates you. So basically, it steals your sense of ease. And if you investigate on your conflict, is the simple and straightforward path to realizing the true nature of who you are. I know it's hard to digest this message, hard to believe. And I cannot prove you to believe me. I can't. Nobody can make you believe the path is simple until you walk the way, walk the backward path of dismantling the mind. Examining is about tracing the mind backward or dismantling the mind or subtracting the mind to see the nature of the mind and also to see the unchanging, the absolute truth. So you got to walk the path. And if you walk enough, if you walk backward enough, that backward path will inspire you. It will fuel you to stay on the journey, to stay on the path, to go all the way. But if you avoid to witness yourself and avoid to question yourself, then that shows that you're okay to go through the struggle in life. You're okay to live with fear. Avoiding the self inquiry is basically that. So, if you truly want to be free, I know there's a there's a perception in you, the desire in you to be free from the fear, free from the conflict, to be in peace, to be happy, to be free, isn't it? But all those things can only be possible. Those things are the byproduct of realizing the truth, realizing who you are. So, make a habit of sitting with yourself and being aware of yourself. That would be the start. You got to be aware of yourself. Then you can sustain the inward movement. So if you're not able to sit with yourself and be aware of yourself, then the mind is always resurfacing in you, and the idea will always pull you out from the inward journey and be part of the world. And that is what life is right now. Sure, life is about experience, and the experience is outside of you. Everybody is entertained by the world. There's so much drama, so much fun, so much of everything except the freedom, true freedom, or except the truth. coloring the consciousness from the world seems legit because it's physical, isn't it? It's physical. The physical experience makes you go back and rest in the physical world. We are always eager to go out and be part of the world. But one thing for sure, that moving outwardly is a constant effort, isn't it? It's a struggle. Yes, you see the fun in it, but there is also struggle. You have to drag yourself. Sometimes you don't even want to drag yourself in the world because you, especially when you are experiencing the conflict with your surrounding, isn't it? So, the world, it colors you, coloring is fun, fun for the ego. When the truth is missing, who we are is the ego self, and ego self loves, ego self thrives in the world of pattern. And this is where your own ego makes you, gives you the perception that go out and have fun. There's so much potential out there. Yes, in the relative sense, but again, the freedom, true freedom is missing. The freedom from the fear is missing. The freedom from the conflict is missing. The only way, the only way, I know this is bold, the only way to make yourself free is examining your experience. Again, examining your experience in a way by tracing the experience backward is a simple, and straightforward path to figure out the root cause of the experience. And further tracing the root back is the way to figure out the truth. People are tracing the experience back, especially when you are being part of the uh, therapy work. There is some level of tracing back. But this is where the therapeutic work is not working, is because every time you're tracing your conflict, you experience back, you see the root cause of the conflict, and that's where you plant the positive perception in you. That's where you change your attitude. But that's, again, it's a relative work, relative freedom you're working on. But that is not the absolute freedom, absolute peace. But that is not the work towards figuring out the truth of who you are. You That's where it limits you. That's the place where you become dependent to revisit again and again, again, again. Yes, if you have the money, yes, you can go, but still limited. To figure out the truth, you have to be on your own, and you have to trace back all the way until nothing is left. When nothing is left, that's where you can see your true self, true nature of who you are. This is the simple approach. I am providing the simple approach and reliable approach, and it's free. It's free. And we have this mentality that when it's free, it's worthless. Isn't it? When it's free, it's worthless. Spiritual freedom is always free. You just have to be interested to work on it. It's free because no one can lead you there. You are the only person who can guide you to see the absolute truth, the unchanging truth within. So if it's you to get you there, so it's free. Yes, relative freedom, outward freedom, inviting the physical abundancy. There's a trade. You have to pay. Right? That's what the outer world is. You have to give to get. But the inner freedom is all it's all in your own hand. Some of you are already practicing meditation, practicing quiet practice to figure out the truth. Great. That's a good start. But what's the next step that is missing out? Especially if you have been practicing quiet practice meditation for long enough. If you have passed 2 years of that practice and still not able to figure out the truth, and the simple reason to fail to see the truth of who you are, is avoiding to questioning yourself, avoiding tracing your conflict back, avoiding to be open to your flaws and your fears. To see the truth, you got to be vulnerable. You got to be open to yourself. That's the thorough approach. And enlightenment journey, you have to be thorough. Bias, attitude won't work. Thoroughness is enlightenment. And in the spiritual journey, thoroughness means becoming thorough of your own mind. And what makes you thorough of your own mind is tracing your mind backward. Tracing your experience backward makes you thorough. Without being thorough, you are not close to the truth. You are lost in the illusion, lost in your conditioning, lost in your mind. Your mind is so real for you when you are missing out to be thorough of your mind. So, enlightenment, awakening to the truth, spiritual freedom is about being thorough. Thoroughness prepares you, leads you. And if you have done enough, if you do the work enough, that when you ask yourself, who am I? This who am I, the final inquiry, will not fail you to see the plain sight truth. The final inquiry will not fail you to catch yourself in the journey. So, if you're failing, what's missing is a self inquiry of subtracting the mind. Again, don't subtract until you don't subtract to see the root cause of the suffering. Subtract until you dismantle the root altogether. That's the work. And that work is all in you. The only thing you can get from the world is ideas. And most of the ideas are just going to, entangle you entangle you in your spiritual journey. The only thing you need in the spiritual journey is watch yourself. Why? Because the truth is within you. Dismantle the mind. Why? Because the mind is the byproduct of the experience. It's not true. Ask yourself, who am I? That's where you catch the plain sight truth. These 3 steps is the only thing you need. Only 3 steps. Yes, the who am I can come in the beginning and, in the middle or at the end. But still, witnessing, dismantling, and who am I is the steps to awaken to your own inner truth. Your own inner truth is universal, not a personal. So, again, simple and straightforward path to realizing the absolute, the unchanging truth is by examining your experience that steals your flow, breaks your flow, takes away your peace, takes away a sense of ease in you. Just explore that and you'll surprise yourself how simple the path is. So anyway, that's all in this video. I hope it's helpful to point you towards direction. But it's all up to you whether you walk or not. So yeah, that's all in this video. I hope you're enjoying your backward movement. So I know some of you are following the channel. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for supporting. And yeah, support this channel. Anyway, take care for now, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.